Hey guys, Blaze Gamer here, back with another video, and today we're going to be talking about Kamaru Usman versus Jorge Masvidal 2. I'm going to be giving a breakdown as well as a prediction on some of these epic fights, so let's jump straight into it. Anthony Smith versus Jimmy Crute. Now this is a big step up in competition for Jimmy Crute. He's currently number 13 in the rankings, Anthony Smith number 6, so as I say, big step up in competition for Jimmy Crute. As I say, stylistically this is a great fight for Jimmy Crute. He's very aggressive, very ferocious. You know, I think all of his last 3 fights have been finished within the first 2 rounds, so he's an explosive striker. He's displayed great grappling, you know, so he's a great up and coming Australian fighter, so I can't wait to see his performance in this fight. Anthony Smith, very durable, very tough light heavyweight. He's been with some of the best fighters in the world: John Jones, Glover Teixeira, Rashad Evans, Mauricio Rua, so he's got some great names on his resume. You know, just even sharing the octagon with John Jones. So as I say, he's a stellar light heavyweight, ton of experience. Jimmy Crute's 12-1, so this is, as I say, a big step up in competition, a big place in the rankings for him, and as well as just sort of getting a really tough name, a really good name on his you know, resume. So as I say, a really good fight, exciting fight. You know, you got a vet versus a prospect, so these are always fun fights to watch. As to who I'd favour, Jimmy Crute, can definitely see him getting the knockout in the first round. You know, Anthony Smith sort of chosen, or she's shown, to fold under pressure to aggressive fighters, you know, like Glover Teixeira. You know, he sort of outboxed him and really wore him down. Anthony Smith sort of just curled up into a ball, kind of similar to the John Jones, so he hasn't really shown to do too well against aggressive strikers, and that's exactly what Jimmy Crute is. So I think that would definitely be Jimmy Crute's biggest factor in this fight. But you've also got, you know, Uriah Hall versus Chris Weidman. Now this is a big step up in the rankings for Chris Weidman. You know, number 11 versus number 9, so it's a great fight. Chris Weidman to get back into the rankings, get back into the, you know, the top 8 of the division, and try and climb his way back up to the title, potentially fight Israel Adesanya. You know, you've got Uriah Hall, who's just sort of coming off a bit of a lackluster performance to Anderson Silva. Fair enough, he got the victory, but wasn't anything too exciting, too amazing. But I think this is a good fight for Chris Weidman. You know, as we've seen in the Al Hassan Malkoun fight, that's exactly what the game plan Chris Weidman needs to do, just nullify Uriah Hall's striking, never give him a chance any way he gets. So I definitely will be favouring Chris Weidman. My bad guys, I'm really stoned right now, but I definitely will be favouring Chris Weidman to get a decision victory again. I can just see him again, same game plan as Malkoun and Al Hassan, similar sort of fight, similar fighters, similar sort of fight layout. So as I say, but good fight for Weidman, good fight for Uriah Hall to beat, you know, a former middleweight champion twice. So this is a very good fight. I look forward to seeing how it plays out. But getting on to the main fights, the 3 epic title fights, we've got Valentina Shevchenko versus Jessica Andrade. Now Jessica Andrade looked incredible in a flyweight debut against Caitlin Chikagian. Got the second round TKO, hit Chikagian with a body shot, then just came in flying it and with a flying knee to the face, put her down, and it was awesome. It was just exactly the kind of debut you want. You know, she looked fast, she looked powerful, and I think this will be a biggest factor going into the Shevchenko fight. I don't think Shevchenko is quite really for anyone like Valentina. Valentina's last few fights have been very technical fighters, you know, but I believe they've been by decision, so they haven't been high-paced, high-pressure fights. They've been very, you know, strategic, and I don't think Jessica Andrade is that kind of fight. She's ruthless, she takes risks, she'll come in, she'll come forward, she'll eat shots, give shots, and I don't think Valentina Shevchenko has quite faced anyone with the ferocity and kind of style as Jessica Andrade. I mean, if you guys disagree and want to comment down below, please do, but I don't think so. But I could definitely see Jessica Andrade, as I say, getting the finish on Shevchenko in the first 2 rounds. As I say, Valentina Shevchenko, great fighter, one of the best female fighters of all time. Great resume, you know, Jon Jacek twice. You know, so she's beat some beats. She's been in there with Amanda Nunes, so yeah, she's a great fighter. But getting on to the Zhang Weili versus Rose Namajunas fight, this is a great fight. Absolutely love Zhang Weili. She looked fantastic in all of her fights. The Zhang Weili versus Joanna Jon Jacek was one of the best fights of all time, best female fight of all time. Just an all-round great fight. I mean, yeah, just an all-out war. Just an amazing fight. I'm speechless. So I still just even thinking about that fight is one of the best fights of all time, as I say. But Zhang Weili, her style, you know, she's very aggressive, but again, she's also got, you know, spinning back kicks and leg kicks. So she's got a lot of strategy and, you know, method. You know, a good game plan comes in there with a very solid game plan. But she's, you know, a very well-rounded fighter. Got great grappling as well. She showed against Joanna Jędrzejczyk she was able to take her down. The Tisha Tori's fight looked great. She displayed great grappling on that fight too. So, Zhang Weili, very well-rounded, very explosive fighter. He really got the chance right now to really come up into the the top 5 sort of echelon, the Mount Rushmore in that sort of talk with some of the best female fighters of all time. As she's beaten legends like Andrade, Jędrzejczyk, and then if she's able to beat Namajunas, who's a former strawweight champion, and she's had her defenses. So I think this is a great fight for Zhang Weili, and I really do favour her, and I think she's one of the best female fighters right now. And not only that, but I think she's one of the best fighters right now. And I know she hasn't been that active, but I just think, I think she could be really great just for the sport, just for the world of China and MMA. So I really hope she continues to rise and potentially be a really big star for UFC, especially when the pandemic eases a bit and she's able to go to China and sell out these big stadiums. So I can definitely see Zhang Weili being a massive star in China. But just going on to Rose Namajunas, she's a great fighter, got the win over Andrade the last fight. She was able to avenge her loss, very devastating loss, but she was able to get back in peace. Andrade up, land some really good strikes, show some great boxing skills. She looked very impressive in the last fight. She did sort of get bust up, but as I say, she got the victory. Looked very good. I don't really see how she's going to beat Zhang Weili. I think Zhang Weili, like her physique, she's built differently. Like Zhang Weili's built like a fucking man. She's got she's fucking, she's quite huge. I don't really see Namajunas just sort of being able to beat Weili. She doesn't really seem too. I guess it's similar to Joanna Jędrzejczyk. They're both very similar, but similar kind of physiques. They're both just sort of long, tall fighters, and I think if Weili just sort of utilises those leg kicks and those spinning body kicks and lands some really powerful shots, I think she'll definitely be able to get Rose Namajunas out there. There's no disrespect to Namajunas. She's a very tough fighter. I know she went, I believe, 50 rounds with Joanna Jędrzejczyk, which is insane. So, well, not 50 rounds. She got the knockout in the first fight. My bad, guys. But she's got a ton of rounds with Joanna Jędrzejczyk, so that's no discredit in her. But I would say her boxing is definitely going to be her biggest factor in this fight. Her crisp shots, her accuracy will definitely play a factor in Zhang Weili. Zhang Weili did get caught in the Jędrzejczyk fight. She did get hurt. She was getting tired. So if Namajunas just sort of sticks to her flow, piecing up Max Holloway style body, head, then I think she could definitely breeze through a decision and get that win on Weili. But I just think Weili's too physically imposing, just too powerful. I think she's going to shut Namajunas the lights out pretty quickly in the first round. She hasn't competed in a while, so I think she's going to look to get in there, get the finish, and prove that she is one of the best fighters. Well, she's going to be one of the best female fighters of all time. She's going to further climb up those rankings, as I say. But getting on to the main event, Kamaru Usman versus Jorge Masvidal. Now this is a very exciting rematch. I'm very much looking forward to this, to see what Jorge Masvidal can do. Can he pull the upset and give us MMA fans the dream that we've been wanting of him being champion and then his first title defense being Nate Diaz? So hopefully he can pull the upset and get it, but I just don't see it happening. I think Kamaru Usman's shown, he's almost unbeatable in all aspects of MMA. You take him down, he's going to get straight back up, and he showed great striking in his last fight against Gilbert Burns. He knocked Gilbert Burns down. He's improved in his striking, so I think maybe that was just sort of set up for him to maybe now potentially stand with Jorge Masvidal. Is he going to take a different approach to this fight? Is he not going to give Jorge Masvidal that respect? Is he just going to go in there and really give Masvidal the dogfight that he wants? And, Usman's got power. He's knocked out Colby, he's knocked out Burns now, and Sergio Moraes. No one knows who he is, but he's got knockout power. He's proven that now. And I think he's, in that last fight he said put some respect on his name, and I think people are really starting to respect his potential. You look at his record. 17-1. That's insane. He's been very dominant in his fight. He doesn't 18-1. My bad. He's shown very little weakness in all aspects of his MMA game. You got Jorge Masvidal, who's definitely got the potential. His explosiveness, his striking, he's definitely got that. As I say, you could definitely get the upset Sorry guys, I'm so high right now, but he can definitely get the upset on Kamaru Usman. I can definitely see his striking and his body kicks, those hard body kicks that he landed on Nate Diaz. If he's able to get them and Masvidal and really bust his body and even get Usman tied and then get the finish, I can definitely see that. But just looking at their stats, I mean, knockdown average, I mean, Jorge Masvidal's got a high, well, significant strikes, 4.6 landed per min on Usman as opposed to Masvidal is 4.2, 54% striking accuracy rate, which is crazy. But yeah, the stats for this fight are crazy, but I just don't see how Jorge Masvidal is going to beat Usman. As I say, Usman's just too dominant. He's too powerful of a fighter. His grappling's elite, his striking's getting better. I just don't think Masvidal's got anything in the bag to really surprise Usman. If anything, as Trevor Whitman said on the Embedded series, they've got more to worry about, more to think about, because you know they need to really prove to Masvidal that he can't win any aspect of the fight. So I look forward to seeing how Usman's going to approach the fight. As I say, I think Usman will do the same game plan again. It'll be him grappling him to the ground, as I say, not giving him any chance to strike. And I think it'll be a lot of Jorge Masvidal probably, smirking or doing any kind of weird taunting when he's getting battered on the floor. So, but as I say, I look forward to the fight. Hopefully Masvidal can pull the upset, get the victory. But if you guys, enjoyed this video, please leave a like, subscribe. Just looking at some of the prelims. Let's go through some of the prelims that I'm looking forward to. I mean, you got Alex Oliveira versus Randy Brown, the headline, the main event of the prelims, which is a can't speak, but great fight for Randy Brown. Alex Oliveira is a UFC vet, as I said. Well, I haven't said that, but Alex Oliveira is a UFC vet. He's a great fighter. Got a ton of experience with some elite level fighters in the welterweight division, so I look forward to seeing the fight. Randy Brown's just coming off a loss to Vicente Luque, but there's no shame in losing to Vicente Luque, the up-and-coming killer. So that's a fight I'm really looking forward to. Well, guys, this is going to be the first event with a sold-out crowd, which is going to be crazy, so it's going to be cool to hear that atmosphere. It's going to be really fun to watch. So I can't wait for the event. As I say, let me know your predictions. Do you agree with my predictions? Do you think Andrade can pull the upset, or do you think Shevchenko is just going to dominate again? But as I say, please let me know in the comment sections down below. That rhyme. As I say, please like, subscribe, and peace.
Nice punch lands over the top.
Ooh. Protect your face. Oh, strike there. He could be in trouble.
He's in trouble. He's hurt bad. He doesn't know if he's in the octagon or at his mama's house for Thanksgiving. Dude's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him. Knock him out. The fight's done. Look at him working at trying to shut the liver down.
Final seconds of round one. Oh! Whoa! He's out!